selling pussyality.
Now that's good game, but
hold on. No, remember I told you about the gratuity? That's pussyality. So
Yeah.
my bitch in the VIP room with a trick at Deja Vu, this bitch, when my bitch is in the VIP room at Deja Vu, you understand me? She telling the trick, oh, you making me horny. She playing with her pussy, but she paid the security guard to keep coming back there so the trick won't know that, you understand me, that he can't really have it. So she telling the trick to jack his dick off. Now, the trick ain't finna get no pussy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's selling pussyality, but you know what I'm saying?
But that's what OnlyFans is too.
No, it's a different level of game. The only fans is the same thing, but pussyality mean that, you know what I'm saying, you can run the trick up. She can leave there and go to the casino for $10,000.
But I still don't want you to try to finesse out this conversation because
I ain't trying to finesse.
What he talking about? We dealing with, but that's we going there right now. But I want to put a button on this. What we dealing with.
You let me finish though, Loon. Let me finish.
But we going there though.
Loon, let me finish. It gets to a point, right, where the pussy, when you get elevation game, the pussy only be yours. Yeah. So you only nigga.
You got some real game.
If you got some real game, so
bitch don't sell pussy, she sell game. You know, it's an art to separate a man from his money.
Yeah, we just don't want to get these games.
The lowest level of the game, man, and ain't no out here. Let me tell you. Out here who think you doing something. The lowest level of the game, you ain't never gonna get rich out here if your woman is flat backing. So if you don't elevate your game, there's nobody in the game has ever got rich with their woman only flat backing. You better get some skills and some real game about yourself. Right. That's the lowest level of the game because everybody could do it, and if everybody could do it, it's not that valuable. When you got some real game, that's where the big money come in.
And that's why I elevated too.
Hey, let me tell you something too, right? This is what I've heard, right? You want to sell that trick, the same feeling you selling that bra, that butterflies in your stomach, that feeling that you can't buy off the store. You can't buy that feeling at the store, which means it's priceless. His wife can't give him that feeling. You feel what I'm saying? When you can give him that feeling, that's priceless. You can sell it for however much. Sex, you know, it's only a certain amount you can sell that for.
That's true.
But something, that feeling that you give him, the butterflies in his stomach, that experience, you can sell that for an unlimited amount of money. That's real game. That's the real game.
That's when they get sugar daddies.
Yeah,
that's a whole other level.
Yeah, that's the elevation though.
Yeah, that's what
like you're saying. That's the elevation.
And that's the only game people should really be shooting for, but they ain't never got laced with
what it's so hard to get to these and teach them that because they so caught up.
They think they know better.
No,
they don't want to pay for no game.
They caught up in I'm a pimp. They just want to say that shit. They don't want to get no real money.
They care what it look like.
Yeah, they care what it look like. That's the problem.
Is pimps getting money nowadays?
You want to take that one?
Well, you know, I ain't pimping, so I can't say nothing.
Oh, right. I'm gonna tell you like this.
But that's that. You can still observe. I ain't a wrestler, but I can tell you who won the.
I hate this shit. Gonna be calling my phone. I'm gonna keep it real. And I said to the people who really come to me for real counseling, I let them know. Find something else to do with your time because I don't know too many rich pimps. Find something else to do. But I know a lot in prison though, and they got way more game than you. You should probably do something different.
Right.
Most P's that I knew wasn't really having it.
Right.
It was like almost hitting the lottery. Like, you know, people like Ken, you know, certain individuals, but for the majority, they living day to day. They just doing it on a higher level. They just like square. They got to go back to work tomorrow, and if you got to go back to work tomorrow, you ain't wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And most of these dudes, they got habits. They got lean habits, smoking habits, this habit. They not good with
gambling.
Money. So, you know, gambling habits for sure. You know, so no, most in the game, I would say 80% of them is really.
You know what? Because it's akin to the streets. Most in the streets ain't getting money.
Hey, I say that all the time. Most drug dealers ain't having it like that. You would think the opposite though.
Yeah, this shit is really cousins. Yeah. It's interesting because pimps want to keep the street shit away from it. You know, that game want to keep that violence and all that shit that go with it away from it.
Because back then it was fashionable to do that. Nowadays, most of the pimps are gang members.
For real?
Yeah, you get killed talking about you pimping in LA or somewhere now, man, on the track. You know, I was just in Dallas. The OG pimp Neptune got killed. Young Brian, you know what I'm saying? So many pimps that got shot recently. This is a very dangerous game. Then the time carry life, you know what I mean? They treat pimps in the penitentiary worse than they treat killers. You know what I'm saying? And then they give them a rape charge. They got to register when they come home.
So move over, y'all, about all that plan.
Yeah, you know why though, right? Let me explain this. Because when I was in D.C., and a lot of tricks, they was the congressmen and the senators. You know what I'm saying? And they got mad at these young black men with these pretty white who they can't, like Goldie said, they getting butterflies in their stomach about this. and they going all out. So they made a concerted effort to attack and call it human trafficking. Dog, pimping is the oldest game in the world. How the fuck we get human trafficking out of that shit? That's just like if you hit somebody in a car. When I was young, somebody was an accident. Now it's called vehicle homicide.
Yeah, man, this Wallow 267. You're now tuned into It's Up There podcast, man, with my man Loon, man. Check him out.